Okay, this time we talk about digital nomads. I don't like digital nomads. I never liked them. And I'm on an island with so many digital nomads. Okay, now it's a good question. What is an expat? What is a digital nomad? And so on. So, let's rewind a little bit. When I was, let's say, when I was 16, the first time I went from Austria, 16, I went to Mallorca to work there. It was Ballermann. Who knows. I was way too young. 2 years later, I came back. And when I was 21, I was studying. I took my backpack and I left to South America. And I went with my backpack through whole South America, backpacking. I will make a story about backpacking, how it used to be and how now. And but I never lived anywhere. But I was I was working from there as well, because I was doing online work back then, even, believe it or not. I was one of the first. I was not one of the first, but I was a digital nomad. But I never saw myself a digital nomad, and I always was not like renting like apartments or something. I was always staying in hostels, and this is how I moved all the time. So I was basically living this nomad style. I was a nomad in this style. Yes, I was a nomad. I was living in nomad, and I was sleeping on the floor. And I can tell you stories and stories and stories. I wrote books. Actually, what I did back then, I was writing books on traveling. I wrote like books on how to pick up chicks. I wrote a book about how to pick up chicks during traveling and so on. I have to check if I even have these books anymore. I used to sell them via Kindle. Yeah, I think I sold them via Kindle, stuff like that. I mean, I didn't make a lot money, but I was making kind of money back then. I should have just kept doing it, but fuck it. It was just fun, traveling, writing, and trying to make money with that. But I never saw myself as a digital nomad. And then came COVID, and COVID changed everything. So basically my job, what is my job? My job is, or was, why I was traveling so much, not in South America. After my studies, I had a job where I'm basically controlling the quality of hotels. So basically I'm a hotel quality manager, you could say. But it's not about hotels, it's about the whole package, about like when a guest comes, then I have to see that everything works for him. So basically I'm here, I'm in a destination, I'm responsible for this person and nothing happens. It's a cool job. And you need to speak German though for this job. They are currently also looking for people who want to do it. So if you want, get in touch with me, write me. Maybe I'm leading it, maybe not. Maybe you have to be lucky. I'm sorry, it's not my most important thing to get you a job. But anyway, this job is very interesting because you can go around the world and around Europe. But at the end I came to Madeira. And what happened? Then came COVID. And during COVID, I had the chance, either I stay or go home, and I decided to stay in Madeira because what would I do in Austria if I can stay here in Madeira in the sun? So it was the better decision, by the way. And what happened with the digital nomads? So at the same time, of course, the whole world went a little bit crazy and went to these shutdowns. And the places where digital nomads love to go, because they're like so super creative. They all went to Thailand, they all went to Bali, they all went to Vietnam, because that's the places they all go, because because that's what everybody else does. Now I'm like a sheep, I have to go there. Yeah, I said it, go type. You know my style. If you don't like it, just type it out. It's okay, it's Fugazi. So anyway, they all closed down. And some guys were like, wait a minute, we can make money with that. So Madeira became all of a sudden a little safe haven for digital nomads, because I think the government also saw there like possibilities. It has also a little bit to do with the golden visa scheme, blah, 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 blah. You know how to get a visa to get here. It's very interesting. I can make a video once about this and my thoughts about that. But for that, it's more about the digital nomads. So they all came here during COVID to Madeira. And of course, it was so empty. And the restrictions were not so big here in Madeira. So people could do a lot of things and do the hikes. And of course, what do digital nomads do that are influencers? They make content, and they produce this content about this island. That of course, if I'm going alone in the most famous places in the world and make pictures, then it works. Of course, that works apparently a little bit too well, because now, a couple of years later, we have way too many tourists. So in this sense, it's true that that it helped the economy, but now we are having bigger issues with all of that. Too many people going to the same levadas and stuff like that. That is not that. But all of these digital nomads came, and they basically fucked up the whole system. So I made a video about Airbnb, but I have to add one thing: the Airbnbs go together with the digital nomads. So it's basically this stupid sharing is caring economy, and everything has to be shared, and la 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 la, and we live in this fluffy world, and blah blah blah. It's so weird, because of course there's this digital nomads parties, and why not go there? You know, basically hot chicks. Why not? I hope to pick one up and have sex with her. Hey, this is what we were doing that time. And everybody who says, no, it's not, yeah, it's the same thing. Because when you go there, you see it. That's what everybody's doing. And at the same time, you have these talks, and it's boring. I'm sorry, it's boring. And I had a little bit more of the feeling that most of these digital nomads are from rich parents that basically mommy and papi pays everything, and they have an online job. What is the online job exactly? What are you doing? Yeah, digital marketing, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and how much money? Yeah. Come on. I really don't like digital nomads. I realize more and more it's like, in my opinion, it's like a plague. And the thing is, like, and then I realized that they're like, it's like the new place everybody's going. So it was Madeira. Thankfully, it's over. Then it was Tulum, Mexico. So everybody's like everybody jumps there, because we have to be there. This is now where all the digital nomads are. And all jumped there, and they destroyed Tulum. Now it's way too expensive. Then the next place was, I forgot, I think it was, I can't remember. I think it was on the north side of Mexico somewhere. And now, think about it, everybody talks about Tokyo. So now Tokyo is the new digital nomad place. And it's so funny. It's like how uninspiring these people are. Like, where is everybody going? I don't want to miss out. I don't want to miss out. And then they have all these family events and group events. And it's like always these groups and groups. Yeah, of course. That's what it is. In my opinion, they're all sad. They're all lonely, and they are digital nomads. And in this world of digital nomads, you will stay lonely. I'm sorry, but you will stay lonely. You will. And I'll type it out. I hear you already. I hear you typing in all your anger. And who is this guy? And who is... I don't care. Look, I feel sorry for you. That's the truth. I feel sorry for you. I don't know. You want to live somewhere? Go there and live there. But live there. Don't be digital nomad. For what? To make pictures to show you who you are and where you are again? Coming back to this influencer? It's a weird world we're living in. Weird world. I don't know. It's not like I'm against traveling. I was traveling the whole time. But then it's the question, why don't you just travel? Why don't you just travel and enjoy the travel? Why both? Because I can tell you, I didn't have any money, and I was traveling 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. I was just traveling. You know, I never really cared about money that much. I never had money. I was always around zero. And I was doing my little things online, but I was always just on the side a little bit. I didn't really care. I slept on the floor, and I went to these hostels. And now if I'm listening to how much money these digital nomads are paying just to be here, just in a room, 800-900 euros, I'm sorry. No way, Jose. This is how you say it? No. And I'm sorry that sometimes I might say something confusing, but the problem is I'm talking out of my head. And then, of course, you get emotional and you talk yourself into something. I remember I had the chance to be at some... somehow I ended up in a place where they had like a meeting where all the digital nomads were gathering online on an online platform, and everybody was like having like burnout syndrome and this lonely feelings. And I was like, this is so weird. Burnout syndrome from digital nomading. I don't know. It's not to me to talk about burnout. I think you only get a burnout when you do something which you absolutely don't love. That's me. Hate me for saying that. I really don't believe in this new kind of word, burnout. I'm working a lot, sometimes 4 works. I don't care. As long as it's fun. I was making movies, like and burning for it and doing 14, 16 hours. Who fucking cares? It was fun. Burnout. Yeah, of course, burnout. Because I think intrinsically, you know, you're doing something which is not okay, and that's why that burns you out. Your soul burns. Or something like this. I don't know. So yeah, and then they came, and yeah, then they do all of these things, these good things. They want to meet with the locals. Who cares? Why? Are you the white man that brings civilization now to us stupid people? This is a little bit how it feels a little bit to me. I don't know. Yeah. I really don't like these people. And they're cheap. They always go to these cheap places, not cheap places, they always go where there is no, like there is some event where they can pay as little as possible. I have a guitar friend who plays the guitar, like a musician, and he was invited to a place and everybody was like having a good time, and then because he got like 100 euros for this gig, it's not that much, and then he was putting around the play to put some money in, and I think there was 100 nomads, and in the end there was like maybe 30 euros in there. I mean, come on, that's so cheap. That's so cheap. And then the funny part is when you're at these parties and you see that the Bitcoin is up, everybody's having a party, and when the Bitcoin is down, everybody's not having a party. So it's like, come on, what is that? What is that? Aye, digital nomads. This is a weird time of our life. And all this digital nomads gatherings and everything. I don't know. I don't like them. Anyway, peace.